Rock talk with Rick. Rock talk with Rick. Rock talk, ain't talking shit. Rock talk.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Rock Talk with Rick, hanging out at the legendary King of the Attic studio. I'm hanging out tonight with Jay Pencinco.
Yeah. How you doing, Rick?
Hey.
I'm not too bad, Rick. Yourself?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Thanks for having me down.
My audience, I don't know if you know who Jay is. His father was really famous, but Jay, in his own right, has been doing a lot for music and musicians in your area.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So
yeah.
tell us about what you do, Jay.
So I run a company called Studio 73 Digital Media. I do a lot of work with a merch company that provides merch for a lot of bands. So, you know, I've done designs for Honeymoon Suite, The Trues, Lee Aaron, done some Rick Emmett layout work, some Biff Naked artwork.
Nice.
Just submitted artwork for the new Helix album. Helix is probably one of the bands that I work at the most. I run Helix.
Aren't they on their like 50th anniversary?
They're on the 50th anniversary.
For 50th anniversary, man. Yes.
Yeah, they're on tour with Nazareth,
Nazareth
right now. I think.
now. Oh, West, right?
Yeah, I think tonight they're in Calgary, and I
Calgary.
believe it would be with Lee Aaron, Nazareth, and
yeah.
Helix. So they're debuting some new material. The new album is top notch. It's start to finish. It's a pretty killer Helix 80s rock album
I'm
done
glad
in
you're still doing
2025.
it, man.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
So, yeah, so we just submitted the artwork for that. I got a project that's kind of just wrapped up with Sass Jordan, her side project called Something Unto Nothing. It's with Brian Tishy, who plays drums.
Is that like a solo thing for her?
Yeah, it's an album they recorded 12 years ago, but they're just re-releasing it. So I just did all the artwork for that package. We're waiting for that to come out. But yeah, that's got the drummer from Gene Simmons' band, Brian Tishy, and her. It's a straight up rock band.
Power, like.
Yeah, so Studio 73 kind of does a little bit of everything from merch design to album covers to...
and you're coming out of, like, London. That's the area you're coming from, right?
Yeah, just outside of London, a place called Ingersoll.
Yeah, Ingersoll, all up in that area. Everybody knows where that area is.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening up there?
What's happening up there?
Because you're in Niagara tonight. You're in deep in the heart of Welland.
Deep in the heart of Welland.
Deep in the heart of Welland, kids. I mean.
So what's happening? Well, I mean, it's Tuesday night, so I don't think a whole lot's happening.
Or deep in the rear end of Welland. We don't know. But we're someplace in Welland.
Actually, like I said, I didn't exactly know where Welland was when you invited me down to do the show. Yeah, and then, but it was a beautiful drive down
now.
there. Yeah, I do, and it's great. The drive down was fantastic.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's your area, and that's...
Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, I just got done. Obviously, I'm wearing the shirt now.
Yeah.
I ran a music festival. This was the second year in, called Good for the Soul.
I was reading about... Yeah, tell me.
So it was a free concert in Ingersoll that I raised through sponsorship. The first year, Helix headlined, and Sarah Smith, and a local band from Ingersoll. So we put, this local kids just out of high school. They opened for Helix in front of a crowd, I'd say about 3,000 people.
Bonus.
Then just this past year, we just did it again in August. I had Sass Jordan headline, which, great Canadian legend.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, we'll talk Suicide Star with Gary Borden. He plays guitar for Sass.
Star, baby.
So, yeah, and a kid named Charlie Edward, who just inducted Triumph into the Hall of Fame with J.J. Wild. It was a friend of mine out of London, and this kid's like a guitar virtuoso. He's going to do some very incredible things. So them, and then I had two other local bands from Ingersoll.
What was the crowd like this year?
We had a little over 4,000 this year. So, yeah, it was actually fantastic. I had heard Kim, you made a comment about Ingersoll there the other day, and actually someone on the internet actually said, someone made a comment about Ingersoll only being a place to go once. And Sass Jordan's guitar player set him straight and said that that they had the best time in Ingersoll ever, and that I looked after them so well that I beat all the other promoters worldwide. And I was like, well, that was pretty cool to hear.
I guess, right? Yeah, you could clap for that, man. Yeah, right on. That's cool as hell. Let me grab this because
for
Let
sure.
me grab this, and because if you don't know Jay's father was Nick, and Nick, they called him the promo man, right?
Yeah, he was called, the promote. Yeah, basically that was the name of his book. That's what everybody called him. He was called London's Music Man in the paper a few times. I mean, Kiss called him the first Canadian believer, the hottest record promoter in Canada. We've got 3 platinum Kiss albums that used to hang on my wall all the time. Now they're in the Music Hall of Fame that my dad was inducted into. We got a gold Beth album. They're all autographed to me. Yeah.
That's insane, dude. It's insane. Like I bought the book because like I kind of knew who he was when I was younger, like around 20. I kind of knew who he was. And you got to remember, I grew up in the 70s. Right. Right. So
I was born in 73.
Okay. I know you're a young guy. Yeah. Yeah. I was already on the road playing way before that.
Okay.
Right. And I knew who he was because I knew what he was doing and I knew where he was coming from. Right. And a lot of other people did too.
Yeah.
And then years later when I met Pat Porter even told me, Pat Porter said he went to school with your dad.
Yeah, they went to Weeble.
Yeah. And he said, oh, yeah, man, that guy would promote anything. And he said, he said, what was unique about it? He was doing stuff that nobody else was doing.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
and that's what made him unique. Right?
Yeah, he did some pretty crazy stunts. I mean, I think there was an album, I'm trying to remember the artist, but the album was called The Deep, and he showed up at the radio station wearing scuba gear.
Yeah.
And walked right into the station, flippers, the whole 9 yards to give the station man. Everyone's coming out of the office like, what's going on?
That's
well,
right.
hey, you got to take this album, right? But it was a way to get everybody out of the office because what's this guy in scuba gear
He
coming
was
in?
marketing and promoting before most people knew what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I've got some old radio interviews with him, that I've listened to.
They knew what radio was, but
Yeah.
a different kind of. He was promoting face to face, and that is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
You could call somebody on the phone; it's a lot easier. But when you're talking to them face to face, like in the radio station or stuff like that, you gotta know what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I mean, my dad, he did some crazy stunts. He hired 4 imposters to dress up like Kiss when he was doing the Merry Christmas shows in London, and then he took a limo and he took these 4 kids dressed with like not even close to the right makeup.
Yeah.
But he would take them to radio stations and people would freak out. And I just met Kiss. Kiss. Right? They'd be signing autographs and stuff.
Crazy.
But I mean, it was just 4 kids, right? I mean, he had David Lee Roth roller skating behind the limo downtown London.
So, do you do what you do because of him, or you're on a different path?
I think to be totally honest, I'm on a different path. I mean, I worked in an auto factory. I left. I went to Taiwan and taught English for 20 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
I do websites, graphic, audio, video, all
and
of
it works.
that kind of stuff. And it works. But then somehow through coming back, everyone always thinks that I got into this because of my dad. My dad never helped me.
Well, that's why I asked you that question.
I almost think he didn't want me in the business.
I see, okay.
And he never helped me. Like if I'd ask him for something, he'd, you just call this guy, do it yourself. He when I played in bands, hey, Dad, come check me out. He'd be like, fuck, I don't watch garage bands. Hope you can swear on here.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
There we go. Hey,
that's right.
My dad, he wouldn't come watch my band play, right?
Yeah.
He'd be like, I don't do garage bands. Call me when you get a CD. When I got a CD, he was like, what do you want me to do with this, right?
Yeah.
He just, I think he just pushed me, right? And somehow I wound up doing
it's a tough
this
business. And your business, you're doing graphics and stuff like that. Like, how did you get in? Because I know you said you were like, you do the festival. How did you get into this?
With a festival? Well,
Like going from what you do into that. Was it natural or?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody. That was like Brian Vollmer was saying, Jay, how do you know how to do all this stuff? I'm going.
Did
I don't
they-
know. It's just in. It's like in my blood.
Did the
right?
city come to you or you?
No, it was me actually.
Oh, you came up with it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
Brian Vollmer and I, we talk pretty much every day on the phone, and I was like, you know what? What would it cost to get Helix to play? We got an old arena, and we need a new
Ingersoll, yeah.
arena. Yeah, and turned out the mayor got wind of my idea and called me in. He said, "Well, let's do it free in the park." And then it just morphed into that. And that was the first. They just morphed, and it went like, and the first concert I did in 5 weeks, right? Like raised all the sponsorship.
That's insane.
Through the
dude.
concert, had that many people, was successful, got recognized by Ernie Hardeman, our MPP. I got our MP.
I've seen it all over the internet and everything too. Yeah, yeah.
So then this year, we do it again, and it's even more successful. I mean, like I said, my Facebook page hit 1.3 million views.
That's insane.
In 45 days.
That's
for a concert in Ingersoll with a population of 8,000.
That's exactly.
We're getting 1.3 million people looking at us, right? So, yeah.
And it's probably going to grow from there.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to need a bigger park.
Bigger venue.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, then again, I mean, it is Ingersoll and like 4,000 people to come. I don't know, because there's always so much stuff going on.
But you're going to get people from out of town once they know it's a successful show. People like to go to shows that were,
I know there was people from St. Catharines.
Oh yeah, there's got to be. Yeah,
there's like people from all over.
Yes.
Right? I know the other day I was in Woodstock. Went to buy something at the sports store, and the girl was like, "Oh, I love your shirt. I was at the show." And then I heard a friend of mine went to Canada's Wonderland, and he said that had about 5 people come up to Canada's Wonderland saying they were at the show. And
there you go.
Someone went out east and got off at the airport, and they're like, "Hey, I got that shirt. I was at the show." And it's like,
and that's
wow.
always good, and that's good. Word of mouth is the best advertising there is, and once it starts to spread, it spreads like wildfire, good or bad.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Okay,
right?
so if it's a good show and everything goes good, people are gonna pipe it to the thing. Right.
Well, that was it. Like the first year, not one incident. We had one incident earlier on in the afternoon.
Man,
some guy came
go to
in.
a wedding and you got incidents.
Right?
Some
Yeah,
fucking
there was no
idiot,
fights. I think
probably Steve O'Brien, for God's sakes.
got like 3 people cut off. I think that was the worst thing that happened. Right in like a full on show
With that many people, that's
Yeah.
insanely.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
Like it was, and the whole way that I promoted it, I wanted it to be my Woodstock. That was the whole vision behind it, right? Like when I started it, I wanted it. I had no idea I was doing it for free. I'm happy that all the businesses in Ingersoll give me that much money. I mean, think about it. Now, all the businesses in town give me a stack of money to throw the biggest party of the year, right? I mean, like
but good advertising for them too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's we do custom marketing with
and
them.
You're bringing that much more people into the area.
Yeah, we won the Economic Development Award. I think we brought. we brought in a lot of money into the town that night for economic
next year.
development.
Has next year's date already been picked?
Well,
are you doing one next year first?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
October. It'll be August 22nd. So it's the 3rd week in August every year. We're just kind of sticking. The weather seems to be good historically.
Do we know who
there.
the bands are going to be or nothing like that yet?
No, I haven't got
So
that
basically,
far yet.
August 22nd of 26.
Yeah, in Ingersoll.
In Ingersoll.
Good for the soul.
If you got nothing to do or you're up in that area, stop in. Now, there's a charge. Is this free?
So right now it's been free.
But you
I
might
have
have to.
I have considered doing 2 nights next year, so the Friday and the Saturday.
There you go.
Friday being possibly a free night, Saturday possibly being a
'Cause you're being
ticketed
a
event, but
Bigger act, more money.
Yeah, the and when I'm talking ticketed price, I'm talking like $20 kids under 14 free. I mean, don't quote me on those numbers, but
no, that's
obviously
reasonable,
it's not
man.
a money grab. It's more or less let's make sure the artists are paid.
That's right.
Obviously everybody at the end of the show becomes a promoter, and I get an email. Hey, what about this band? And I'm like, well, do you got 150K?
Yeah.
And what about this
That's
band? And what about
exactly
this
it.
band? And what about this?
Got 150K.
And it's like, yeah, do you got okay? So they need flights, they need dinner, they need the
Rooms.
rider, they need rooms, they did whatever, and there's so much that goes.
People that
into
don't do them don't understand how the money could start to add up for a show. So charging helps offset the price of the band, especially if you're going after bigger entertainment. Right.
So I have considered a minimal ticket for the second night and doing the first night free. I had considered doing tribute bands the first night. So get like Tom Petty tribute band, AC/DC tribute. I mean, just
They're all out there, kids.
They're all out there. I mean, I'm sure there's
dime a dozen.
Get like 5 of those and throw a party, right? I mean, if we've already got the gear set up, we might as well use it 2 nights.
Well, yeah,
Right.
because basically renting gear, as you know, there is no one night. You're paying for
No.
the weekend.
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
might as well get the use out of it.
We had it set up on Thursday.
That's right.
And it was like Friday night. We were just
Hanging out.
Saturday.
And
we
you
used
coulda used it.
Could have used it. So.
Yeah, so anyway. Anything else you want to talk about while I got you here, bud?
Well, I think we should say, the book.
Yeah,
pass
yeah.
up. We might as well,
There we go.
The book is available on Amazon. It's called Promo Man, Backstage Tales from the Vinyl Jungle. Like I said, I kind of lived it. I haven't read it yet. I do need to sit down. My dad.
I'm halfway through the darn thing,
Yeah,
dude.
I know, eh? My dad just passed
Yes.
July 31st. He had Parkinson's. He chose to do the assisted dying. Much respect to him. The body had shut down,
Yeah.
but the guy did some legendary
amazing.
things. I mean, he brought the Supremes to London when he was 16. And the story behind that was the band didn't know how to read sheet music, so they wound up lip syncing to the album. Right, so the
No
people.
shit.
So when my dad was 16, did the Supremes. I mean, there's some stories in here. Etta James, Phil Collins, Blondie, Donna Summer. I mean,
Everybody's in
the
this book.
Stones. I mean, my mom was the one who babysat Keith as kid when he got arrested in Toronto.
And it's not expensive.
No, $25.
On
Yeah,
Amazon.
$25. I mean,
And I got it fast. Like I said, I tripped through it when I'm just kind of sitting around at night and I want to read something. I go back to it and I start. And there's some pictures in here, like he's got here's your dad with Donna Summer.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I bet you liked hugging onto her, eh?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. We were talking. Someone asked me the other day because obviously Kiss was a big part of my dad's thing with Ace just passing.
Yeah, yeah.
Ace and Peter picked me up at 6 years old from my house in a limo. We
with
went
Bill
fishing.
Cosby too.
Oh, Bill. My dad said Bill was the biggest asshole he ever
Are
worked
you
for.
serious?
Yeah, he said out of all the people, Bill
Did
was.
he ask Bill for a pudding pop?
No. But yeah, apparently he was not Bill was not a nice guy to work for, apparently.
Hey, we all know about Bill, right? So, that's before Bill was Bill. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I was waiting for you, but everything is good. Like I said, the new Helix album, Scrap Metal, I think comes out on my birthday, January 23rd. Keep an eye out for this new Sass Jordan LP.
No, we'll look for it, yes.
It's going to be pretty killer. I have no idea about the artist, but as far as I know, August 22nd.
When you find out, just let us know, and we'll share it down in our end, too.
Yeah, and then,
We'll
like
share
I
it
said,
up
I'm
with-
looking at doing a show with Suicide Star.
Yeah.
And bringing them down to London for a rock and roll extravaganza.
I think that would be... would be
Perfect.
deadly. Like I said, I'd even be in on something
Sure.
like that, man.
Well, let's
to
start.
help you promote and do whatever we need to do.
Well, that's good, Rick.
Anyway,
Thank you.
thank you, brother.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
having me
for
on
you
the
to come
show.
all the way down. Come on, give it up for Jay. Come on, yeah, man. You're gonna see this episode down the road. Watch for it, and if you see him out, in his area, or he cruises. You're around a lot. You're out.
I'm all over this.
He's everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
Go and say hi to him, man. Okay, everybody, good night. Take it easy. Watch out for the boys. Good night.
Rock Rock talk.